just come off the track and they'd be like, "You're so slow," and I'm like, "I know."
Sorry, my question was.
So, okay, yep.
When two ADHD people fucking have a podcast, it seems.
Dude, flame liveries are lit. Flame liveries slap so hard.
You're sounding more like a Kyle.
Flame liveries suck. Dude, I'd walk in and they'd all be like, that's illegal. And I'm like, oh, I know.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a drift car.
I've always kind of wanted a Miata. I just
don't know
don't like.
why.
I like what is the non-pop-up one? What
The
is that?
NB.
NB. That's my favorite lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly.
And that's the end of the podcast, guys. We're out.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy.
Welcome back to the #1 Drift Podcast on YouTube, presented by Injuku Racing. My name is Dawson, and today we have
Kyle.
He's not gonna say his last name because nobody knows him by that. But built by Kyle, if you don't know him. But of course, before we get into the episode, look below the video. Make sure the subscribe button is not still red. If it is, go ahead and click that and hit the bell notification while you're at it, so you never miss an episode. And of course, like always, we will probably be talking about some parts here and there, especially when it comes to how many goddamn Miatas you've had and shit. So
A few.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the parts and stuff can always be found on Injuku, of course, and if you use the Circle of Drift code, you can get a quick little sticker pack that you can't really get anywhere else other than when I'm at an event or stuff like that. So, and then on top of that, next event should be No Star Bash up with Drift Indy. So if hopefully I don't blow a drive shaft or something stupid like that again, and can actually drive all weekend. So come catch me there. Come say hi. But that's all I got for the intro. So if you want to kind of give a little introduction on who you are,
Yeah,
in
for
case
sure.
anyone doesn't know.
Yeah, so I'm an Australian drifter from
If you
Brisbane.
can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah, g'day.
Just there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I just I do some YouTube, just build cars for a living and drift and have a rad time.
Fuck yeah.
I just like to chill out and build cars with my friends and drive the crap out of them. So
Absolutely. I think we all do.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, you just came from Gridlife, but you're here in the States, obviously not just for this podcast. So, what you got going on here?
As in, yeah, what am
What
I
brought
doing?
you
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Well, so originally I got asked to come out to drive an event at Apple Valley, but then all the stuff with Gridlife came on, and one of my friends was like, "Yo, come, I'll hand you the keys to my turbo Miata," and I just couldn't pass it up, man.
Yeah.
I was so fixated on this idea. I was like, let's see what left-hand drive is all about. Plus, let's drift it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never driven a left-hand drive car in my life, and then to get the opportunity to drift it, plus it being a Miata, plus it being like the same engine setup I've got with the same suspension.
Was the same turbo setup and everything too?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's
So
insane.
I was like, that's a pretty cool opportunity.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I just jumped on it. So yeah, look, in essence though, I'm here to hang out.
Hell yeah.
I literally traveled like 27 hours just to hang out with the boys.
Dude, that's the best though.
It's good.
Best part of YouTube, baby. Here we go.
Dude, you pick
Well,
up a
sort of.
camera one day and
It's more than just YouTube. Don't take that to heart.
yeah. Yeah, pick up a camera one day and now I'm sitting on your couch.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
there you go. Hell.
Sick.
I'm nobody special. Jesus. It's just a podcast. But no, tell me about like Gridlife though. What was that was your first Gridlife,
Yeah,
right?
Gridlife was sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently that was
That was baby Gridlife.
That was baby Gridlife.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hear that.
it was like the most mellow Gridlife I've been to this year.
That's disappointing to hear.
Yeah. Well, no, it was still a vibe. Like it was really cool.
Mm.
It was just really chill. It was cool to like kind of take a step back from how crazy Gridlife can be.
Yeah. It's like all like
just
doof
chill
doof,
for
hey.
a little bit. Do what?
It's like doof doof.
The fuck does that mean, dude?
like rave music.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jesus Christ. We just call it EDM, sir.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's like the Australian. I don't know if that's the Australian slang for it, but that's what everyone calls it.
Hmm.
Sort of-
That's music's like big in Australia though, right? A lot
yeah,
bigger than here, I feel like.
yeah, yeah. I think
Where my punk rock kids at?
punk rock's huge over here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's
everyone
our
I
whole
meet.
childhood, bro.
Yeah,
Especially in the drift scene.
yeah.
Shout, dude, name
Yep.
your the best song you can think of right now. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Put it in the comments. All right, cool.
Yeah, so Gridlife was sick. It was definitely a really cool event. Like I would have liked to see more drifting, but at least I got to see some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the hot lapping was pretty cool.
Yeah. Plus, you got to keep in mind too. That's literally the only event you can drive all year that has drifting,
Really?
like at all,
Oh.
at Lime Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So,
No.
yeah. That's what
it's
makes that one special, at least.
like I was walking around because like in a week and a half or so, we've got World Time Attack in Sydney.
Okay.
And that's pretty much our Gridlife, but it's not a festival. There's no rave. There's no doof doof.
So
And
funny,
yeah, it's literally like the same thing, but we have it once a year. You guys have it like every weekend.
it feels like it, dude.
Oh my god.
It's just about once a month, once every other month.
You guys
or
have
so.
crazy amounts of events.
Oh yeah, dude. Especially here too,
Jealous.
because I don't know if I told you earlier or not, but like within a 3-hour distance, I have probably 6 or 7 tracks that I could go and just drive.
I have within how many? 3 hours.
Yeah.
2. One does an event like a good event once a month
Mm-hmm.
for 4 hours. The other one does an event like once a year.
Jeez.
So we only just
Yeah,
got to
nah.
drift that like 3 months ago for the first time ever.
Yeah. I'm to the point where like I don't even really care. And I just finished my car too. Like I haven't been driving for 3 years and I still don't really care to drive local events just because if I could find one almost every weekend probably if I wanted
Really?
to. And
You
yeah,
reckon
just
that
go drive.
You could go to a drift event every weekend here.
Yeah. But I don't want to now. Like I've driven all those tracks and again, I'm not a great driver. Please, for the love of God, don't get me wrong. But I want to go to bigger events. I like the crowd. I like
Yeah.
a bunch of people.
Do you like
being
driving in front of a
involved.
crowd?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Even when I played baseball and stuff, like just
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was just me. But so you got to actually drive Lime Rock in that Miata? Is that what it was, or was that like beforehand?
No. So I was in Connecticut. Well, I guess Lime Rock was in Connecticut.
Yeah.
But so I was in like right on the Mass border, and there's
Oh,
this little track called Thompson Speedway.
Yeah.
Dope track.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Super
I haven't
sick,
driven
like-
it, but it's really
Like
cool.
proper elevation change. Like the whole track is just elevation change. And yeah, some of the boys were running tight lines, like proper dooring. Like, oh, it was a good time. Not me. I didn't actually drive the track. They just got like a big like kidney bean skid pad.
Gotcha.
um,
Yeah.
And so I did that a few times in the Miata. And then another guy that I'd met like 2 seconds earlier was like, here's my 240. Have a go at this. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
fuck yes. Like, hell
What
yeah.
Miata?
Yeah, I've never driven a 240 in my life, but man, it made me want to sell my Miata so bad. Damn, man. But they're just so expensive. And yeah,
Yeah.
my Miata is so set up that it's like going into a different chassis is
A little frightening.
yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? Yeah, no. I haven't even thought about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
that was
Well,
a cool track.
That would have been cool if you'd have got to drive it at Lime Rock, though.
Yeah.
That would have been insane.
That would have been sick. But
That car probably would have struggled like
220 horsepower. On
Oh, that was
Lime Rock.
it?
Dude,
Yeah, no.
wasn't there like
absolutely
a
not.
there was like a there was a not a 180 a 240 there that was struggling. I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
they had like 400 horsepower. Brother, imagine me in a Miata.
Oh, yeah, no.
One done.
Just munching every
the
bit
dude,
of it.
Everyone behind me would be like, "The fuck's this guy doing? Get off the
Is
track!"
he on crack?
Literally, like every lead line I've ever done when I was NA Miata,
Yeah.
Oh my god, we just come off the track and they'd be like, "You're so slow," and I'm like, "I know." I couldn't. They're like, couldn't figure out the line, and I'm like, "Me neither."
It's the best, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
I wish you would have stayed longer to come to like Laguna or something.
Yeah, where's Laguna?
It's in California. You're gonna be there, literally. So
right.
like,
Oh yeah, that's next month. Yeah, everyone keeps
September.
telling me to like extend my stay, and I'm like, what? Extended a month?
I mean, yeah,
Damn.
technically, yeah, it would be.
Holy, Mr. Moneybags over here, brother.
Shit, not
Extended a
me.
month.
Yeah, no.
If anyone
don't
would
do
like
that.
to sponsor me to stay for a month,
Or for real.
I'm down.
Just talk to NRG. You're good.
Damn. Why didn't I think of that?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
No, I'm
No hate.
hopefully.
No, I've got no problem. They're one of my sponsors.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. Yeah, sorry.
Dun,
I
dun,
can see that coming off wrong. Yeah, my bad.
Oh.
But no. Laguna though. Yeah, hopefully I'll be going to Laguna. Not
Yeah.
driving, but do some podcasts and stuff. That track looks fucking nuts.
I've never seen it, so I can't comment on it. But I don't
Even
know.
on a like sim or anything? You never drove?
Done barely any sim driving.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
I don't know how you can go to events and just watch. Dude, that drives me mad.
I don't.
Oh,
I'm,
You just said you're
I'm
gonna
like
go and not-
never watching the drifting. I'm working. I'm doing
yeah.
podcasts.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you can go to events and not drive.
Oh, it's rough. It sucks very bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
it
get
hurts.
so sad so quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It helps being like I guess busy, but whatever. Anyways, though, we don't have to keep talking about Gridlife. But how many freaking Miatas have you actually like owned?
For those not watching video, I'm counting on my fingers. I've had a
Damn,
green-
you're the
I've had-
first guest to acknowledge the audio listeners ever. That's hilarious.
I love listening to podcasts.
I forget myself
Yeah.
about the audio listeners.
I've had a green NB, a blue NB, a silver NA, a white NA. I think I've only had like 4 or 5.
Okay.
But I've built so many different iterations of those 4 or 5 that it looks like I've had a million of them. Like my
dude, if you scroll through
Holy.
his Instagram, it's like Skittles just going through.
Yeah, well, because like my I was gonna say my longest running drift car, but it wasn't. The one that was purple.
Okay.
So that was I bought it white, and then the week later I wrapped it blue, like with some eBay wrap. It was terrible.
Oof.
And then my current wrap sponsor hit me up and was like, "That's not okay." Like that, like they weren't sponsoring me at the time, but they're like, I can't watch you put this eBay wrap on." Dude, so I wrapped an entire car, and then he's like, "Here's a set of like genuine good wrap." And I'm like, fuck, now I got to take it all off. So then I had to take the eBay wrap
Love
off.
doing a job twice.
Yep.
It's great.
And then I wrapped it purple. And then I wrapped it purple with the flames. Did the flame livery. And then it went just purple. And then it went purple and white. Like the Advan livery. And then what did it do next? And then it went back to white. And then it went yellow.
Oh my god, bro. If you ever had to wrap a car
Dude.
or do a livery in general, god,
Yeah.
that shit sucks.
Every single time I wrapped it. So I got really good at wrapping Miatas. Like super. Yeah.
They're very bubbly too. That's got to be a lot
Yeah,
of heat
the
work.
front and rear bumpers suck.
Yeah, no,
But
you
like-
keep all that, dude. I'd rather paint any day.
Yeah. I just got a wrap problem, hey, like because like my wrap sponsor's in the shed next to mine.
Oh,
So I can just go, "What do you got?"
Oh,
and he just
no.
walks upstairs and he's like, "I got all this." And I'm like, "Damn."
shit.
And I'm like, "How
That
much?"
color looks
Damn.
really cool.
Yeah. He's got all the swatch books and it's like trade price. So wrapping's so like
Mm. Dude, but I swear paint is so much more rewarding.
it is 100%.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know how much paint costs in America, but respray in Australia is expensive.
Well, I do it myself. So
Yeah, I can't paint for shit.
yeah, well, I worked in a body shop doing like body work. So like I never did any spraying in the body shop.
Yeah.
But I would go over during like break, like if I had a minute and wasn't busy,
Yeah.
I would just go over and like watch what the fuck he was doing,
Yeah,
mixing
yeah.
paint and shit.
That's
We would
fair.
like just mix. If he had leftovers, like a little bit of leftovers, he would save them all, and then he would like come up with his own little concoctions randomly.
I love that shit.
That's fun.
That's
dude.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been able to paint, and I've never really learnt. Never
Shit.
known anyone that does it either.
Oh,
So like, yeah,
it's
nah.
really not hard. Painting is the easy part.
Hmm.
Prep is the hard part.
Dude, I think the last paint quote I got, which was bear in mind like mates rates, Miata closed door was like 6.5. Mates
Dude,
rates.
what?
Yeah,
That's
man. Dude,
nutty.
the freaking paint job on Ruby was like 11 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could paint my whole car for like $1,000 by myself.
Nice.
That's about $1,000. I'd say.
Damn.
But I'm doing all of the work.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
What would a
like-
shop cost for a closed door?
I mean, you can go to Mako
What's
and
that?
get a single stage piece of shit paint job that probably won't last you very long. But it's about a couple grand, $3,000 or so.
Yeah.
But,
So, well, I mean, like,
yeah.
yeah, conversion rate. That's like my 5.5 grand. So,
yeah. But that would be probably for a better paint job what you're getting
yeah,
than the Mako shit.
probably.
Trust me. People that have gotten a Mako paint job are screaming in the comments right now.
Okay, that's how it is.
Yeah, it's not the best reputation,
Yeah.
I'd say. But if you just need a quick spray, by all
You
means,
just
I
need
guess.
a quick spray.
I'd literally just go to O'Reilly's, the local parts store that's 15 minutes up the road in Tullahoma, grab whatever paint, they'll mix it right there for me, and then I get clear elsewhere because I like
Mm.
better clear. and
Good
shit.
clear?
Yeah.
Mm.
I like doing flake and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, 5.
That's absurd, dude.
It's
Are-
not really, is it? Is
For
it absurd?
Miatas? Yes.
I feel
would
like
say
there are
that's
some
absurd for Miatas.
wackos out there that have had way more than that. But
Oh, there's definitely some here. I
yeah,
can tell you that much. But yeah, anyways, whatever. Sorry. Are Miatas like common in Australia? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I don't hardly
I'd
see
say so.
Australians driving Miatas.
I got a question for you. How many Miatas have you had?
0. I almost bought one of the new ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The NDs.
Yeah, but I was too broke at the time. I couldn't afford
Mm.
it. This is the first time like buying a new car.
These.
So I was overachieving. I've always kind of wanted a Miata. I just
don't know
don't like. I
why.
like what is the non pop up one? What
The
is that?
NB.
NB. That's my favorite body style.
Really?
Yeah,
Alright.
surprisingly.
And that's the end of the podcast, guys. We're out.
Sadly, I know that's gonna be kind of a weird, but I don't know. Like the
Yeah.
body shape of it looks better than the pop up style
Yeah.
to me.
Well, see, I had 2 of those before I had any NAs. So
That's fair. It does
I-
look more like the female.
they're
version,
built
wouldn't you?
way fucking better. And
Are they?
They're much nicer cars. And they
How?
have way better engines, but pop-ups. So
I mean, yeah. Trust me, I love pop ups. Just the Miatas with the pop ups.
Yeah.
Doesn't look as good as the MBs
no,
to me. I don't know.
Fair
what it
enough.
is. But how are they like structurally better? Like built better?
Mazda just put a lot more effort into them. I don't know. The dashes are better. The door cards are put together better. Like everything is like a way higher quality.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that at all.
Hmm.
Are there any differences in them compared to like the US? Like, is there? Any, shit?
Nah.
Okay, so they're not.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you guys got anything like we didn't, or vice versa.
Yeah, we never get anything good anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, you guys didn't get RBs or SRs.
Yeah, we got robbed,
Something's
bro.
wrong with that.
Yeah, Nissan said, don't worry about the US. They just take what they get. Anyways, so I guess, well, are parts fairly easy? I would assume to get for
For
I don't know,
Miatas?
this table's moving like a motherfucker right now.
Or like just parts in general.
Yeah, for Miatas. Because I genuinely have
Super
never
easy.
really like seen
Yeah, well, like-
Australians drive Miatas very much.
So like with my shop, if a customer comes in and I give them a list of stuff it needs,
Yeah.
I can pretty much like if I've got that order in by like midday, I can have that stuff overnight shipped to me and I'll have it the next day. Like anything from like, you know, full rebuild kits to pistons to wheels, like whatever.
Damn.
Like
Okay.
one of my sponsors, they're like 10-hour drive, but an hour flight.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty easy.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah.
the
Well, I
parts
guess it
market's
helps having the
huge.
parts shop or I guess the shop and stuff too. So
Yeah. Ah,
get distribution rates and shit like that.
yeah,
too.
yeah. I
Just,
didn't keep any stock though.
Yeah, I
Fuck
bet
that.
I bet that's kind of hard when it comes to becoming a distributor for companies.
Yeah.
Because they always want you to go ahead and house some of the product.
Hmm.
But
They try.
yeah.
Doesn't happen.
Well, I guess why Miatas? What the fuck was the point? not to
Dude,
sound
that is
rude
a
or anything.
fucking great question. Let me get back to you in 5 to 7 business days.
Oh wow! Still trying to figure it out myself, honestly.
Pretty. Honestly, every single other car is cooler, and I don't.
That's how I feel with my Z,
Bro,
dude.
I don't. I don't think they're like some epic, awesome car. Like, sorry to any of my followers that are listening to this, they're cool, but like they're not it. Like, they're not the answer. The Miata's always the answer. They're not really. Like, they all leak. They all break. They have like they rattle. They're not really that reliable of a car. Like, the amount of problems I get with them in my shop, like pop-ups and fucking away you go.
Yeah, it's always stupid little shit, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
okay.
Because I used to have long hair. I used to have long hair, bro, and I had WRXs before the Miatas. Fuck, that's terrible. My name's Kyle, and I had WRXs.
Oh wow! I didn't put that together, dude.
That's fucking horrible. Anyway,
and you do YouTube.
I don't BMX though. I don't really drink Monster, so
there's
that.
Anyways,
one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try the convertible life.
Okay, and that just so happened to be a Miata.
Yep. The cheapest convertible I could buy that wasn't like some,
I guess
like,
that is
whack
true,
car. So
like
a
Chrysler or some shit. Wait, do y'all even have Chrysler?
Yeah, we got Chryslers. I don't know if they come in. I don't know.
Convertible. Fuck it, whatever.
But yeah, that's the only reason.
Wow.
Wanted to feel the wind in my hair.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, you had long hair, duh. Okay, then tell me about the first Miata you bought then. Like what was the condition of it? Like was it just basically a daily, I assume?
It was a piece of shit. It wasn't good.
Yeah, what year was it?
98.
Oh, okay.
It was an NB.
Gotcha.
It was like the fucking worst one they made.
What?
Like the NB8A.
What is that?
Ugly. Like? It's just the model code.
Okay.
Ugly as. It's like the pre-face. You know how the pre-facelifts are always like the 350 and the 370?
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I think that's backwards. I actually hate the way the 370 looks more. God, y'all are going to hate me for that.
I like 370s more.
I think the 350 looks better, but I think they're both hideous.
They are
They're
ugly.
just so bad.
Lucky they go sideways pretty well.
Yeah, dude. If it wasn't for the drivability of a Z, I wouldn't touch it. Sorry.
But yeah. First Miata, much to tell. Piece of junk.
Yeah. Did you ever even do anything to it? Was it just like
I did like all car? I did. So like in Australia, we've got like our license. We go like learners, and then we get like P plates. So you got like green peas and red peas. So like that's what we call them, P platers. Do you guys have anything like that?
P platers?
Yeah.
Dog, no. I have no idea what you're
P
talking
platers. That sounds dumb as fuck. Eh? Yeah. So we get like this little sign that has a P on it, and like in certain states you'll be limited by speed, and it will fucking display
what?
Yeah, you'll be displayed what speed you can go. Anyways,
hell no, dude, that would piss me off as another driver.
So like I did like the P plate mods where you do like a big wing, rep wheels. You tell everyone it's on coilovers, but it ain't.
It's on lowering springs or cut springs.
Paint the valve cover and call it a fucking day.
No. All the trim on the inside you paint and shit.
No.
Like that
I
ratchet?
did not do that. Shift knob.
I did it worse. I hydro dipped mine.
That's fucked.
That's so gay, dude. And on top of that, it was fake carbon fiber hydro dip.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we didn't even have hydro dipping in Australia for like the longest amount.
Oh, nobody was doing it. I just ordered a fucking kit.
I remember watching those videos as a kid. It's like dude just fucking laying like skull layouts in this fucking fishbowl, like dunking random shit in it. It's like, let me dunk my fucking coffee cup in skulls.
It's actually kind of a cool process how it works, but it's just not like it's too much of a process. You can't really, it's not sustainable as a business, I would say.
I don't think it is either.
No, because like, dude, the trim job that I did, like if you was to walk into a shop and ask someone to do that and hydro dip it, it would be like a $700 job.
Holy shit. Sorry to anyone out there, but anyone that like takes their car, paints it like a color, and then like color matches all of the trim on the dash to suit that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looks so tacky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're listening right now and you have a car like that, this is your sign to like start unwinding that in silence.
No hate.
Nobody has to know.
I'm not hating.
Just unwind it.
Yeah. Yeah. One day you're going to go, why did I do that?
Yeah. Dude, what about Plasti Dip? Did you ever fucking do that?
Oh, I did heaps of Plasti Dip. All my WRX wheels. Let's Plasti Dip all of them. And I'd like not even card the wheels, so I'd Plasti Dip the tires as well. Like, good luck peeling that shit off.
I tried Plasti Dipping just an emblem one time, and it did not turn out the way they said it was supposed to. So I said, fuck Plasti Dip. I hate this shit.
You try and peel it off, and you're like, what the fuck?
It just peeled everything. I was like, this is dumb.
Oh, yours actually came off?
Yeah.
My Plasti Dip didn't even come off. I couldn't get it off for shit. It just
I think it was
like
because
glue.
it was like chrome plated emblem.
Oh.
So like
that makes sense.
It probably doesn't want to stick to chrome very well.
No.
But
like,
God, I'm so Plasti Dip died off.
That was
dude,
huge.
no. Actually, last time I spoke about that, someone fucking bitched in the comments and said it was still a thing, and
really?
Technology is way better now.
Yeah, P-platers.
I was like, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Might have to try that.
Do a video on it.
Yeah.
There you go. There's you some content.
Plasti dipping a whole Miata.
Does Plasti Dip still work?
Surely it's gotten better.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's better, but like it's still
Maybe
matte.
I just never applied it right. Because mine never worked.
Yeah.
It was always just like paint. Shit paint.
Dude. What nightmare Plasti Dip story do you have? Anyways, well, enough with the cheesy ghetto mods. You have a pretty extravagant Miata.
Yeah.
I'm sure that already
makes me smile.
You already know which one I'm talking about. But the one of one, I
Yep.
assume is actually one of one.
Mm.
Tell me about that car. Just give me act like I don't even know what it is.
Okay, so it's essentially an RWB Porsche styled Miata.
Okay.
It's I couldn't afford an RWB, so here's my creative iteration of one. Miata.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, so yeah.
Y'all gonna hate me, but it looks better than a Porsche, in my opinion.
Damn, do you hear that?
They know I don't like
Miata
Porsche.
looks better than a Porsche. I would have to disagree.
Dude, Josh, clip that. Clip that somehow. Even if it's just one little clip that I can post on the story.
Yeah, so the whole thing with that car is I always wanted to build a wide body car, and super illegal in Australia to do that. But I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I want to build a wide body car. So bought this Miata and went through like all the body kit options you can get. And the best one was Rocket Bunny.
Wow.
And
really?
I'm pretty sure there's like 500 million Rocket Bunny Miatas right now.
I'm not a fan of Rocket Bunny kits.
Yeah.
For most cars.
And I also didn't like that it, like, I don't know, like it wasn't wide enough. Like it's like, I don't actually know, but it's like 50 mil, I think. It's not big.
Yeah.
And I just hated how it's just like
that's big, but
it's just like
fuck.
Yeah.
I like stock body cars.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't know, just like Fast and Furious too, like Underground and Need for Speed Underground and all that. Just how the fender like comes down and then it's just like this little flare. Like they're essentially just flares.
Right,
like
right.
tiny flat. I didn't like them. So yeah, I found this guy. One of my followers sent me this post, and they're like, "Dude, check this out." And there was like this dude in New Zealand, and he'd made one,
Okay.
and I was like, "You want to make me one?" And he did.
No shit.
Yep, shipped it to Australia, and I was like, "How the fuck am I going to install this?" It was massive because it like integrates into the whole front bumper. Like the flares come down and integrate into the lip and integrate into the bumper, and so I was like, "Yeah, how the hell am I going to do this?" But yeah, it was essentially like every right part that I could have ever wanted, just like right place, right timed into my lap. It was crazy because like the fastback on it as well, best part of the car in my opinion. That's like a super ultra mega rare thing that there's like none.
Yeah.
There's like one other guy in my freaking state that I know that has one type of thing. Like there's like none. And so I'd been looking for one for like 5 years.
Okay.
Never seen one come up for sale. And then I got this wide body kit, and then this old dude posted on this forum, and he was like, "Email me selling fastback." And I was like, "What?" I emailed him, and he's like, "Yep, come to my shop." I didn't even know what the price was. I was like, "I'm going."
I'm fucking there.
Rocked up to his shop, and he's got like 4 of them.
What?
He's like, "Yeah, I just decided I want to sell one." I was like, "What?"
Where did he get them? How?
He was like, he had to be in his 80s, and he'd been racing MX-5s for like 50 years. Yeah, so
okay. He was getting it back when it was cheap.
dude, sold one to me for like $2,000, and like the going rate was like 5+. It's like, damn. So yeah, then got the fastback, and then even down to like the wheels, because I went, holy shit, how am I gonna get wheels that fit a 200mm wide body on a 4x100? And so yeah, and then
so big,
dude, and then some dude crashed his car in New South Wales. He just got wheels, and they were like 15x10s, negative 30s. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah.
They're just domino effect.
Dude, they
just kept working.
They're Quippo ones. Best wheel. So spicy. Yeah, so the specs were like just mad, and then I just dialed it in with like a spacer, and it just like all came together, right? It was sick.
I've never met anybody that had a build just come together like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were some quirks and stuff, of course, that you dealt with, but like that's pretty impressive.
Like
just everything falling in place.
It was like even down to the motor build. So I was building this car throughout my like mechanic apprenticeship.
Okay.
And so the motor portion of the build I built and complete when I was a second-year apprentice, which scared the hell out of me because I had to do all the turbo lines, I made all the AN lines, like I did all the research myself. I'd never built a motor.
Yeah.
And I built this engine. It still hasn't leaked.
No shit.
Yeah, dude, wild. Like
that's crazy.
I dead ass thought that I was gonna have so many issues. Not one of the turbo lines has leaked a drop. Nothing. Yeah. I've had touch wood.
I'll be damned, dude.
Not a single issue. It's crazy. Like it's crazy.
That's really impressive. I mean, I guess like, do you think it's because you were a little bit more meticulous the first time and like was paying attention to every step?
Oh, I read the freaking like I had the Haynes manual.
Oh yeah.
I was talking everything. But yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Damn.
So cool.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I just couldn't believe it. We started it up, and I was like,
first motor ever built. I'd be bragging like a motherfucker.
Nah, that's not to brag. But yeah, it was cool.
Crazy.
It was cool.
But no, hell yeah, that's good though. Okay, so you mentioned that you literally can't do wide body in Australia. Is there like a width?
Yeah, you can. Sorry, you can't. Yeah, sorry. You pretty much can't wide body cars in Australia. There's
not like a limit that you could go to.
Yeah.
But it's like
I'll show you. I'll tell you the limit. Right? Okay. Are you ready? It's 12.5 millimeters per side. Dude, that's like, if we're talking legalities,
I have 15 mils, dude. On Z. Like you wouldn't even be able to fit that. That's crazy.
If you're talking legalities, if you do a 15 by 7 or a 15x8, which is the most common MX-5 wheel ever, that's illegal.
What if you mold it? Would they even be able to tell?
The wide body?
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, the wide body isn't illegal. The track width and the rim size and the tire size is illegal.
But like, no, I get what you're saying, but like, would they? Let's say you just had like a 30 mil wide body, like nothing crazy, just super
You'd be
subtle,
fine.
but
You'd be
you
fine.
molded it.
They'd never know.
Okay,
They'd
okay,
never
okay.
know.
that's
I'm
what I was
talking like
thinking.
big kits, like the 86 Rocket Bunny kits that are just like huge, like
Okay, fair. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
into the
not-
category
you
of
can't
like
get away with that.
not over fenders, like proper big wide body. I mean, yeah.
That's still stupid. I mean, you're still gonna
That
get complaints about it here. Not in the South, probably. Nobody's gonna give a fuck here, but
Freedom.
yeah, for real. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
But shit, you go to California or anywhere like that, no.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You'll get
Really that strict?
Dude, I don't.
Is it really
I've
stricter
obviously
than
never
Australia?
owned a car in California, so I
Why not?
couldn't speak from experience or anything. But from the stories I've heard, it's annoying as shit in California,
Yeah.
unless you own a business and kind
That's-
of work around it.
That's not even a thing. The whole business thing, like that's
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
Well, they're considered either. I heard TJ talking about it on a podcast one time. He didn't go into full detail, of course, but they're almost like company cars in a sense.
oh,
So they have to be driven
damn.
a certain amount throughout the year, or it's like.
what a way to
And
get
I could
around
be
it.
totally wrong on this too, so I apologize. Don't take my word for this. Or it's for marketing purposes.
Yeah. So like we can do that. We can commercially register cars, but
Yeah. Well, the
Rules
only way
to-
you'd be able to like say it's marketing purposes is like you're selling those parts or
yeah,
like
stick it up.
stickered up or anything like that. It would
Yep.
have to be along those lines.
Yep.
But you would have to in California specifically, I think you would have to have reasons for the modifications other than just appearance.
Yeah.
So like suspension
yeah.
stuff, intake, exhaust, blah blah blah. All that nonsense.
But besides California, this place is like free reign.
Oh yeah, I can pretty
Yeah,
much.
you can,
Dude,
you can
I
do
like
anything you want.
I told you earlier, I pay for my tags. My every time I renew my tags each year, I just pay them $60 online. They mail them to me,
Damn.
or I can just go up there. And
Wait, so
pay
you
it.
didn't even have to get a roadworthy?
No, No.
Like you don't have to.
no. This is literally. I'll tell you this. It's so in my county. If I buy a car,
Yep.
take the car, sign the title. I go up there with the title, 2 proofs of residency. So like an electric bill and a phone bill or whatever, something, or my ID and electric bill, and that's good enough. And then you pay $70, and that registers you. They get you a plate, and then, or no, sorry, it was like $50. That registers you and would normally get you a regular plate,
Mhm.
and you're good to go. They give you your tag. They give you the sticker that comes with it that you got to put on. You go put it on the back of your car and you drive off.
America is
I paid $30 extra for a specialty plate.
30.
so,
$30 extra.
yeah.
Damn. Personalized plates here are like, dude, if
It
you
wasn't
want,
personalized. It was
Oh.
just like it was one of the non-Tennessee plates. So like I have a don't tread on me plate. If you get mad at that, fuck you. I don't care.
don't tread on me.
But it's so it's like not one of the normal Tennessee plates, but it's
Yeah.
not like I didn't personalize the
okay.
text or anything
Okay,
like that.
I
You
was
know
gonna
what I
say.
mean?
Hell
They
up.
just literally have them in the back already pre-made.
Ah,
You just have to pay extra for the specialty plate.
yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Yeah, wide body laws.
Yeah, how'd we get to
Fuck.
that was weird. We got the registration off a wide body.
Yeah.
How much would it cost like fully to register a car in Australia? And
This is
like,
crazy. to
walk me through your
This is
process.
crazy.
instead.
My buddy in Connecticut was telling me about your rego costs, and it is mind blowing.
Obviously, I just left you
Ugh,
speechless. You couldn't even talk for a second.
Just like, why is my registration so expensive, and yours is like the price of a fucking large McDonald's meal or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me, dude? Damn. So our registration, dude, our registration goes up by the cylinders in your car. So yeah, 4, 6, 8. I don't even know what it's for a 10 or a 12. Bloody hell. But for a 4-cylinder for 12 months rego, if you pay it on time, not late, I think it's like $900 to $950. 6 cylinders, so like my Supra, I think that's like $1,100 a year. And then once you go V8, oh my gosh. Like, I've never owned a V8, but like I'm
sure
fairly
it's
confident it's like $1,300 to $1,400 a year just to have so what if you got a V8 tow car?
What I have,
Brother.
a Silverado.
Yep.
It's a LS.
$1,400 a year, and then you bang on like insurance as well.
Fucking hell. How much does insurance cost you over there?
To fully comprehensively insure my Supra is like nearly $4,000 a year.
Holy shit.
Yes, and then
I guess that's not like that's the entire year.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's not.
So that's like I could go fucking
atrocious,
bang it
but-
into a pole and they'd pay me out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Insurance don't work that fucking way here.
Damn. Yeah. So
You still got to pay that, and then on top of that, you probably got to pay a deductible that's $1,200.
Yeah. It's like definitely. But yeah, like all like my registration fees and then my insurance fees and all that crap. So many thousands. Maybe at least like what $8,000 a year in insurance and rego.
So like, where does diesel trucks fall on that scale? Would that just still be by cylinder? I guess.
Yeah, it's always by cylinder.
Okay.
And I don't know about like LPG. No idea.
So atrocious. Dude.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Dude,
no.
so many people would get shafted. V8s, imagine owning a V8.
Yeah.
$1,400 a year.
Imagine owning a semi.
Damn.
You got
fuck
probably
is a
what
semi?
10 or 12 cylinders on those.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I actually wonder what. I wonder what the V10.
Go grab it. Fuck
cost
it.
is. Yeah.
Just to set the record, we just came back from a little tiny break so that we could check some stats.
Yeah. We're checking out the rego costs.
Got some confessions to do.
So I was a little off, but not too much. So the actual costs to register a 4-cylinder is $800.
Still absurd.
6 cylinders are 1,000. V8s are 1,232. 9 to 12 are 1,370. Dude.
At least they lumped the last section together, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine-
absurd.
because they
dude,
could just
still.
they could do 9 and 10, and then they could do
Yeah.
12.
Like, who has a fucking 9-cylinder?
Don't know. It's like some-
Name anything with a 9-cylinder. I'd be curious to know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Not a clue.
I know we got the 5-cylinders here in the
Yeah.
Colorados, but actually, do y'all have those?
Yeah,
I assume so, right?
Colorados or 5 cylinders.
They're 5-cylinders, but
Yeah,
they come
well,
in the Chevy Colorados.
Well, we got like 5 cylinders in Audis, like the
Oh,
TTs, TTRSs. They're all 5 cylinders.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Maybe they are.
God, I hope they are.
Well, I'm just as clueless as you
Yeah,
are,
that's
so
why
I
they
don't know.
That's why they burble so much.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're like
okay, that
not
makes
balanced.
sense.
Weird. I don't even personally I did mechanic a long time. I don't even know how does that even work? Which cylinders fire when? Do you know?
No.
Someone knows. Let us know.
There's a dude that does like engine patterns with these little tap machines. It's really cool to like see because he'll set them at the same rev limit and like rev them up and stuff, and it sounds pretty similar for like a tap noise. But well, I'm sure he has. It'll show you. It lights up the firing pattern, so like it would show you what pattern it lights in. But well, one question I wanted to ask. This is kind of jumping backwards, but the Miata though, the 1 of 1.
The 1 of 1.
Is it like?
Why do you keep doing
I don't know
that?
why I keep doing that. It is actually 1 of 1. Sorry, I speak with my hands way too much. I feel like that's a bad. But sorry, my question was.
So, okay, yep. Go ahead.
When two ADHD people fucking have a podcast, it seems. No. Serious. Okay, so serious. We're
Yes.
serious.
Serious.
How much would you say that car's value is at this point?
Oh,
To the
God.
right seller, though. Like,
Um,
obviously, some
Well,
random person wouldn't just buy that car, but
I actually got an offer for it.
really, that's pretty dope.
Dude, like a week. Within the first few weeks of unveiling it white, I got an offer for it. Someone
Damn, that's
in the
cool.
US.
What?
Yeah.
How
And
does
no,
that-
I'm not telling you how much the offer was.
Ah, dang it.
Go watch the video. But even in the video, actually, no, just go watch the video.
Oh, yeah, so it's out there, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, then yeah, go watch this fucking video.
Yeah, and like I said, no.
Yeah.
I think
Was it above 20 grand?
yeah,
Okay.
it was like
I would hope so.
Yeah. It was also like I'm thinking in Australian dollars as well. So,
Right.
But yeah,
You make the conversion on your own.
like it wasn't more than 100.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Okay.
But
Hey, that's still
I think
damn.
like
That's a big fucking range, dude. Holy shit. Hold
yeah,
on.
it wasn't more than 500. Yeah, I'll just say that. What's the question? How much do I?
How much
value
would
it at?
you value
Oh,
it at?
dude.
Like if you were to post it online right now and sell it to the right buyer.
It's really how much I would sell it for. How much it
Yeah.
means to me.
People
No.
ask me this question all the time, and I'm like, dude, I don't. That's a $30,000 car easy.
Look.
Which is like not.
Yeah, see, it's silly because of the platform it is being the Miata. It's just they're not worth
Yeah,
a lot.
exactly.
But like it'd have to be an
Oh, God.
it'd have to be a number over 100.
Dude,
Because
really?
100 Australians, like yeah.
I'm sure that's like close to 60 though.
Yeah, that'd be like
US.
60. Yeah, so it's my brand. It is
Yeah.
far more people worldwide know that car than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want
I'd say that,
I
yeah.
didn't want just like just like pouring it. I didn't want someone driving around in my car.
True.
To be honest,
True.
I really didn't because I wanted it how it was.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, my buddies were like, "Dude, you have a car in the US to drive." Yeah,
mean,
but then I
yeah,
wouldn't
but-
have a car here to drive. So, yeah,
No, I totally know what you mean though. But like given that it is a one of one, I wanted to kind of like
yeah,
it's always so hard when it comes to a build like that.
yeah.
Like, dude, I don't know how TJ does it. Like you're going to see TJ here soon. I don't know how he does it. Every car he takes to SEMA, he immediately gets an offer on it,
I
of
know,
course. But like,
I know.
how do you determine that? I know you could do some math, talk about the.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to
because,
be
like,
different though, being at that scale of car.
Yeah, you've got like what the car's worth is just like if it was the stock model.
Mhm.
You've got all the labor, all the parts, all the YouTube tax.
Dude, yeah.
Like
Jesus.
literally figuring out how much a car's worth from like a big time creator.
Yeah.
Not a clue. But in terms of like my car, I've put 80,000 Australian dollars into that car.
How do you
Super
even know?
dumb. Why did I do that? Don't know. No
How do you
idea.
keep track of that though? Like, because I've always wondered that too. Like, I don't keep track of what the fuck.
Essentially the build from start to finish to like 0 to when it was red,
Mm-hmm.
I kept a spreadsheet.
Oh.
So I've got that number.
Are you including like?
That's
so,
no labor.
for example, no, not even that. No. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But like, there's been a lot of like stupid little AN lines that cost $20-$30 that I've bought that ended up not working or something like that. Are you in
no.
factoring in stuff like that or
Honestly, I did so much research that
everything? Just,
I rarely got the wrong thing.
you
I was
lucky
just
bastard. I had no research to go off of.
dude. Well, because the only store in my city that has AN lines is like,
You have a store with AN lines?
dude, we've got a warehouse.
You're joking,
Yeah.
dude.
Every single fitting that Aeroflow make is in the store. Anyway, it's like an hour away.
I don't care. I drive 4.
So I needed to know, and the guys in the store, you come in and they're like, you need to know what you want. There's no effing around. It's like,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. So
That's still so convenient, though.
But like with like research, copy and paste. I read a million forums of what AN line fittings did this guy use, and it all just kind of lined up. And then I wrote it all down, walked into the store, bought it all.
I guess people do have that luxury. Yeah, I was just winging it. Like I had
AN lines are so expensive.
They are, dude. That's why, like, whenever I put my car together, I went with Amazon fittings.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I cheaped out a lot on which is kind of shitty to say. I hate saying that, but
I feel like
I cheaped out because I didn't know, dude. I was like, I'm just winging whatever. I'm trying to figure this fucking thing out. I'm looking at like RB swaps and S13s, trying to figure out maybe there's some resemblance as far as like dimensions and shit. I would assume it's relatively the same.
Yeah, for the 2 years that I was building that car, I poured every paycheck into the car.
Yeah,
like everyone, because I was still living at home. So I didn't I paid like $50 rent.
Oh,
dude,
absolutely.
Every ounce of money I had went into that car. So yeah, it's just it's worth too much in my head.
Yeah,
consider its value, and then when I say its value out loud, I think that's so dumb. It's not worth that. So
yeah,
like it's not a freaking.
Just being humble about it.
It's not a JZX 100 with a friggin'.
The only thing that doesn't make it real is because it's not like tied to some A-list celebrity name or some shit like that.
Yep.
So, but I think it's well worth it, I would assume. But that's just a normal like show car, right? It wasn't a drift car necessarily, or
when it was red, it was like just show car, dude. I would have had maybe 30 degrees of turning. Because 15x8 square, on a Miata.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Holy.
Like, at most, maybe he road raced this car, but there's no way he drifted this thing.
No. I tried once, so it was so bad that if I started turning more than like one revolution of the wheel, the chassis would jump up on the tire, and I'm like, yeah, dude, there's no room in Miata guards, and like you got to think they came out with 14x5. Wheels, and I've got 15x10.
Doubled it.
So the tire, I went from it's like a 165 60 to a 275 35 slick. Yeah, I don't know how
that's nutty.
So like getting it to have angle when I converted it to a drift car, brother. Sledgehammer came out. I went and bought like a massive one. Oh my gosh. I even put it on YouTube. I thought it was like too shameful because it's just me just beating the shit out of the
abusing this car.
Yeah, and then I'm like never happened.
Who's gonna know?
Exactly.
Okay, so what all did you actually have to beat in? Like, was it just
the
fender well stuff?
The inner firewall. So like
So
my
nothing
accelerator
like crazy
pedal,
structural.
Yeah, no. My accelerator pedal, I don't know if it goes all the way down because it's beat in that. Yeah. It's
oh god.
Yeah, buddy.
Mine overextends right now. I need to figure out a good pedal stop solution.
Yeah.
But that's so funny, dude.
It was just a show car and registered.
Yeah,
Didn't last long, but yeah, it's registered. But yeah, now it's like fully set up. So that thing's super capable, which is really cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
What is the like show car scene actually kind of like in Australia, other than the drift scene?
Honestly, it's actually
is it kind of dying like it is here? I feel like it's dying here.
Trouble for what I'm about to say. There are a lot of really stupidly cool cars that don't get driven in Australia. Holy.
I mean, there's a lot here too.
It's different. Actually, I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like it's different state by state. My
Uh-huh.
state, you will only ever see the cars at meets. I feel like
So they're not driving around town, at least.
no.
Damn.
People pour like,
I don't
dude.
understand the point of that.
The quality of builds is insane. It's really cool
Yeah.
to see. But
Wait, okay, so is it like the functionality of the car, or is it just because the car is so expensive at that point?
I think it comes
'Cause,
down to
like-
how illegal it is.
Ooh, okay.
Because
I could
we can't
understand
have
that.
low cars. So
Yeah, no, here it's just because the car is like unusable.
nah. These cars would 100% be like they're immaculate, but they're illegal. They're batshit illegal. Like,
Did you ever see the RX-8, dude? The blue RX-8 that like caught on fire?
yeah, I did see that.
God,
Dude,
bro.
what the happened with that? Like,
It
is that like a
just disappeared off the planet, bro.
is that like a stunt? Like, did
I-
he set it on fire?
Dude, if anyone knows what actually happened with that story,
Yeah.
I talked to the dude personally.
Really?
Like I was talking to him through DMs. He thought this shit was hilarious. Everyone being like all barky, but he wouldn't jump at being on the podcast. So,
damn.
but yeah, if anyone knows how
Yeah,
that
because-
story like ever
yeah.
settled,
Well,
because
you'd sit him down and you'd be like, so
did you set it on fire?
yeah, and he'd be like, what?
No. Like, how much did you get paid by insurance? Damn, dude.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I saw
How many
it,
followers did you gain?
and I feel like, I'm pretty sure he gained
Dude,
a
he
lot.
skyrocketed in
Yeah.
followers because
Yeah.
of that
He
stunt.
had every single creator.
And if
in
it's
like
not a
the
stunt, I'm
world.
sorry. But
Yeah. My condolences to your car.
yeah.
He had like every creator in the friggin' internet comment on that. Like, it was huge.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what to think.
Yeah, that car was atrocious. Oh my god.
It really was.
Like
It was
the
bad.
not like
I,
I mean
didn't like it.
the exterior was like I could see if you'd like the exterior of that car, but
don't know
underneath,
how
oh
you
my
could.
god. Did you see any of the suspension pictures and
No.
stuff?
No, I actually didn't know who he was until it happened. So
I mean, just almost every single arm was cut and booger welded together, and like, I don't know how. Especially the video of him climbing on the trailer.
oh,
I don't know how all the suspension arms didn't just fucking snap.
Oh, yeah, it's rough.
Anyway, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
so the show car scene there is not as as it is here. Maybe bleep that word too.
I wouldn't say so. Like, we just had a show right before I came to America.
Yeah.
My car was in it, and I had, I had mad imposter syndrome being in this show, because yes, I've got this hectic car, but it's like liveried up. It's got tire marks on it, and like every other car in this warehouse was like,
Pristine,
holy,
and, like, perfect body
dude,
lines. Yeah.
dude, they're all like dude, one dude had like a polisher, and he's polishing his car at the event. Dude, I had my freaking driving gloves, and my whole dash was full of dust, and I'm like, wiping my dash with the gloves. Yeah, look,
Dude, speaking of that, I want to point this out. That's actually like a thing here.
what?
So we're at show events like Riverside. Is a good local one. It's like an hour and a half away.
Local.
It's local-ish. Yeah. But it's like an actual good show car event that still happens. That's like you can actually enjoy. All of them kind of suck now, or they involve drifting now because it's not sustainable. But no, like that's actually like a service. If you're good at detailing and have a mobile detail setup, like you go to
Really?
events and like you can just get people to detail your car
That's pretty
before
cool.
the show starts and shit. So like if you can detail cars really good, think about that.
I can't. Can you?
Nope, absolutely not.
I would ruin.
That's why
the
my
paint on a
car is always dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing I never touched in the body shop was a buffer. I was like, I'm not burning a fresh paint job.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it's scary.
I'm not being that guy.
Uh,
I'm like, someone else can do it. That's the one part of the paint process I won't touch at all.
oh yeah. I wouldn't touch any part of the paint process. Oh, actually, no. I'd sand it. Even sanding, I fucked up, man. I'll get the grinder out. Not
That's the
grinder.
easiest part to fuck up.
Bro. I literally, so the last Miata that I restored, I was gonna paint it.
Yeah.
And so I got my my orbital with this hectic sandpaper out, and I'm like, man, there are all these like crummy spots. Here's me like sanding them down to like metal, and then I sent a photo of it to a painter, and I'm like, what do you like? Can we paint this? And he's like, dude, you've just like
fucked
ruined that
up.
whole car. He's like, you're gonna have to block that whole car, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Every panel you touch down to bare metal. It's all got to go now.
Yeah, because yeah, even with high fill primer, you can have high spots and low spots, and
Yeah. You would have
I
to, like,
didn't
if
know
you
that.
wanted to save it, you would have to, God, that still probably wouldn't even work either. You would have to use body filler and then glazing putty over top of it, but you'll still
Yeah.
probably see burn lines through it. Dude. Oh, no. Was it just that panel, though?
No.
Oh, you did everything.
Hold on, let me show you some more.
Oh, no.
So like, yeah, like it's like that, but it's
Oh,
also on the other
no.
side and the bonnet. Yeah,
Damn it.
yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
So yeah, I just like filled anything that I could, sanded that down, primed it, wrapped it.
Well, at least you wrapped. Because, like, if you would have had to have a finished paint job on it, that shit would have probably burned through. And you would have seen, like, an outline. Oh, dude, that was a nightmare when that stuff happens. I did want to ask this, though. Is it beneficial to own a business to support drifting? Like it is here.
What do you mean support drifting?
So, again, not a fucking financial advisor. Don't ever take my financial advice.
To support my drifting? Is that
Yeah, so like as a drift car is a marketing tool. So you can use drifting as a business to say, like, let's say you started a merch business or a clothing line or whatever the fuck.
right?
And you use the car and the events as marketing, you get to basically
Yeah,
write
I'm gonna
off
say yes.
a lot of that.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, it.
I'm sure it's not quite the same.
In a like in a tax sort of way, not really. In a getting business sort of way, like
Oh, okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So like so many of my customers have come from, oh, I saw your car at an event.
Yeah.
I saw the work you can do. So
Okay.
in that way, yeah.
So I was just curious because that's like a very common thing. That's why everything is so commercialized. It seems on the U.S. side, especially in FD and like everything.
Yeah.
It seems very commercial, but it's because you can literally just, if you want to write off a lot of the shit that you spend, a lot of the meals, and like, I mean,
Yeah.
I might be shooting myself in the foot here if any my IRS agent's watching. Hey, buddy.
I don't think we can do that. Australian
No?
taxes super strict.
It's gotta be weird then. I'm always curious how the differences of like running a business in the sport works. But yeah, that's all I really had on that.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything more to add to that, to be honest, because I'm not educated enough in it.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
I'll say something wrong. I could be sitting in a tax loophole and I wouldn't know. So.
Oh hell. Okay. Well, we covered the restrictions. Let's see. How did it originally? Okay, so then yeah. So since we were talking about the Miata and it being a show car and stuff, so you said you eventually ventured it into a drift car.
Yep.
How did you originally even find out about drifting in Australia?
There was this. How did I find out about drifting in Australia? Sorry.
It's not meant to be a hard question,
sorry.
bro.
Yeah. Sorry to your editor. Hope you're enjoying this. Just seeing my brain tick. Essentially, there was this organization that was dedicated towards bringing grassroots type of stuff and skid
Okay.
pad. I had a rear-wheel drive car, and my friend was like, hey, there's a skid pan event on. They just did like this diesel wet track event.
Oh.
So expensive for the track time you get. You get like 4, I think maybe 5 to 10 minute sessions, and it's like $200 or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it goes for like the whole day. So you're there for
fuck?
like 6 hours, yet you only get like 40 minutes total. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
there was just an
crazy.
organization running events, and I was like, I got a rear wheel drive car. I actually did that twice, and then thought, dude, right, and then I was like, let's go do a dry event.
Psych.
I did my first dry event on a track called Short Track that we have, and it's literally like this big rectangle,
Okay.
but it's a very skinny rectangle, and it's walled with just concrete walls. So
God.
how I reckon it would have been. So it kind of went like that. So it was like you get this really fast entry, and then it like widens up towards the end, and then it's just closed off. Right, the amount of people that would run their cars into like the wall at the end was ridiculous.
Jesus.
But I did that event, and I was in my MX-5. I drove to the track because I'm like, I'm pretty good at this. I can wet pan, right? And then I did, dude. It was actually fucking crazy. I did like 8 hours, and I was like killing it.
What?
But then I was like, I'm killing it. And threw the car into the wall.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go for one more lap. That's what you did.
Yep. Never call last run.
Yep.
I'm set. Yep. 100%. Yeah. But it was crazy. Crazy beginner's luck because I ran into the wall and the bottom of the wall sloped out the tiniest bit. So with the momentum of the car, it hit the rim and it jumped and I threw my car up on the wall, but it lent me backwards. So all that happened was it busted the rim.
No shit.
Nothing else.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a lucky
So
save.
I just put the spare on and drove up.
Oh, dude. That would never happen to anyone else.
Yep.
What
It was
the
wild.
fuck, dude?
I know. Dude, I've got a YouTube video of it happening. I literally have the footage. It's privated. I was kind of fucking getting out.
Oh, I'm not sharing that one no more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was like, so you had already like known about drifting in a sense before that?
Need for Speed Underground.
Oh, okay. So that's about it.
It's just all the games.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So was the first car was a Miata, right? That you drifted?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it the one of one car that you?
No.
Okay.
No,
so
it
you
was
just
like-
bought a whole different Miata.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So what all did you like, I guess, do to the car to even get it to the first track day? Nothing? Just bone
Nothing.
stock?
It had a rep naughty on it. What else? It had a shifter, a shift knob.
Ooh, primo.
Yep. And it had coilovers. Actually, it
Okay.
had coilovers and it had like genuine like rays on it. So
What?
I guess it had wheels and
That's a good car.
right. Had
Wow.
teen fucking coilovers and
Teens are, BC
We'll be
guy
a bit
over here,
better
you know
if
what
it's
I'm talking
BC.
about. Yeah. We got a little BC love, you know.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you run BC in your cars?
Absolutely. Why would I talk about it if I don't run it? Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got like MCA suspension, which I feel like is maybe the BC of America. Because is
Okay.
BC big here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well then,
Yeah,
yeah.
BC is big.
Our MCA is your BC. Yeah.
Okay.
Proper good.
Huh.
Love it.
I've never even heard that before.
Yeah, I'm about to
Had
do.
two Australians on. Never even heard this shit.
Yeah.
The hell?
I don't know. We're about to do a full set of coils in Ruby on my Miata, and then we're about to do because they do like the they build them with the air cups
Okay.
from Stance Parts, BC. Is it not the same company?
I don't
Oh, okay.
know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're about to do
Not
like
sure.
air on the Supra, which is gonna be ball.
That's pretty sick.
Pretty much every show car in Australia has like
Has
Air
air
cups.
suspension.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not air suspension, air cups.
So like on top of the coil,
yeah,
basically.
because like you can't. It's illegal.
Oh.
You can't airbag.
Yeah, you can't have full air suspension.
Well, you
Wow.
actually can't have air cups, but easier to get away with it.
Yeah.
Because some officers will look under the gap, and if they just see coilover, they're not gonna.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
I think there's like one company
So
we can get
silly.
engineered, but it's like the most premium company there is.
Oh, so yeah, it's ungodly amount. Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
Worth it at all. Okay. Well, so the Miata was fairly set up then, like to an extent of
Yeah.
compared to most like beginners, I guess.
Coils, wheels, bucket seat, and a steering wheel.
Yeah.
That was
Did you have the diff welded at all, or did it need it?
Nah, it had a really, really nice Torsen. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, dude, this car was like probably the cleanest in my state at the time. It
Why
was
in
it
the
was
hell?
so nice. Why did I drift it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm with it. Drift nice cars.
Yeah. Look. Yep. Don't know.
Okay.
Wanted to drift, had a rear-wheel drive car, didn't.
Yeah. Well, how long did you have that car? Did you end up like getting rid of that, or was
Yeah.
that one of the ones that kind of went through some variations at all?
Not really, to be honest.
No?
No. That just got like those basic mods and then
Yeah.
sold it.
Okay.
Sold it.
Because you eventually hopped in an E36 at one point.
That was straight afterwards.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
I sold the MX-5 peak COVID because that's when the price was really high.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm actually terrible at drifting. I was like, let me get a crappy drift car.
Yeah.
Hence the E36.
Yeah. You were mentioning before the podcast how you're not actually a fan of those cars.
Hey, yeah. I did not say such thing.
Ah! Didn't want to be called out. What do you not like about them?
I think they look cool when they're a coupe. Hate the
Really?
sedan versions of them.
Damn,
Yeah,
I'm a big sedan guy.
Coupe 46s and 36s, I think, look baller. Especially when they got them M3 wings on them. Really like that. Like LZs. LZs is
Yeah.
coupe, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. His car
Love
was really
that.
good.
I don't necessarily hate them as a chassis.
Mhm.
I just think I was a really crap drifter when I had one.
Okay.
I don't think I could steer or pedal for shit. So,
Like, how do you mean though? Like, what
like
was the hiccup with that?
the hiccup was
Was
just,
it were you just used to like the snappiness of a Miata and it just wasn't like familiar?
I think for so many years I'd had such short wheelbase cars,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went to this big 4-door sedan that weighed 500 kilos more.
Yeah.
It's also a straight six, and the steering geometry is way different. Where you sit's way different. That I just like I drifted it for like 2 years. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I think I just had a bad experience with mine because mine I didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
The car was a piece of shit. Like I rattle canned the whole car.
Like a teal blue, like a
Yeah.
baby blue color.
Yeah. Wait, dude, there's a video where I go
Just like the RX-7 guy or RX-8 guy.
There's a there's a video where I go to like your auto zone and I go up to one of the staff members and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey man, any color you want, I'm painting my car it. And I let him pick it.
Ew.
And he picked the blue. So I fucking
What an
painted
idiot.
the blue. Honestly, he probably picked it because it was the only like can of paint that there was like more than 5.
Oh yeah, it's the shit that's been sitting there for a year and
like,
a half. They're like,
I'm about to get rid of 12 of
finally.
these.
My boss is gonna be happy as shit, bro.
About to get
He might give me a raise.
Yep, better get a promotion up in here. So yeah, mine was just crap,
Yeah.
and it had a crap driver behind the wheel. So
Hell.
I think I'd like to try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of expensive in Australia now, so I will. But
Well, it's still fairly cheap here.
yeah,
So if you want to buy one, just buy one here, and then just keep it here when you come.
yeah, I think I need to have another go at the platform,
Yeah.
doing it right. I actually, I'll tell you one thing I did hate about it that that is the worst thing in the world is the fact that you have to rip the subframes out and reinforce everything. everything.
So I want to touch on that because like everyone talks about it, and you'll see every single fucking time someone says something about it, they're like, but it's really not that bad. It's it's just some little small plates. You just gotta drop the subframe. Blah 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 blah. Obviously, it's not just that. Like what are they not saying that makes it so annoying to do?
It's not like it took me and my mate the better part of one full day in a workshop on a hoist. So it's just annoying because, or in my scenario, it was annoying because the car had sat in grass for a long time. So like there was like redback spiders. Like, do you have you don't have redbacks yet. So
I
like
think so.
like one of the most poisonous spiders in the world. There's just fucking 50 of them chilling in the car. Like one bite, you're dead type of thing. They're everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. So you've got all these deadly spiders in the subframe, which I'm pulling out, and then it's all like caked on with dust and dirt and shit. So you have to like grind back upside down all the spots where you have to weld. And then you're welding upside down. And it just sucked.
Get showered with weld.
It just sucked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it's like everywhere I looked for upgrade to these cars, it's like reinforcements. Reinforcements. It's like diff reinforcement, strut brace, rear strut brace, all the plates. Like, holy, they just break crap like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
What would you say would like obviously realistically make that process easier if you had a little bit of extra money? If you had some,
You pay someone else to do it.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's true. But like, my brain goes to full commit to the build, tear it down fully, throw it on a rotisserie because you're gonna need it on a rotisserie
100%.
anyways, and
Yeah.
just fucking weld it standing up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
I think so, but that's balls to the walls.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Putting a car on a rotisserie is like, I've built a lot of cars and I've never put a car on a rotisserie.
Yep.
So like,
Matt, the dude
Damn.
that makes these handbrakes,
Yep.
they just built an S197 Mustang this year, and that car went on a rotisserie. That was really cool to see. The whole chassis got painted this
that's
cool
cool.
silver color. Oh,
I'd like to do that
dude.
one day.
it's so sick. I saw it on there, and I was like, bro.
Yeah.
I could only imagine how many things I could get done if I could just spin it.
Right?
Oh my god, that'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
So much work though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a lot of work, a lot of bolts lost. That's
So,
what
yeah.
that sounds like.
Yeah. We'll try E36 again
Uh,
one day.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Coupe.
guess
Maybe E46.
Really, I like the E36 body style better. I think.
Yeah.
But I get what. I'm just glad they're still cheap. Nah, I say that now,
they're
but
not, though. They're not cheap.
LZ's fucking. I'm raking them prices up this year.
Yeah. He loves them.
I saw an E46 pop up that had like paint was like shit. Of course,
Yeah.
it was missing a drive shaft, trans mount, and some like silly stuff. And they had it listed for $1,000. It was a 328i.
That's just not a thing.
Didn't
Can't
last
even-
very long. You gotta be quick on them, but
Can't
They're
even
there.
get Miatas that cheap.
oh no, Miatas are like $4,000 for one that doesn't even run.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like
They're like-
really
they're like
$4,000 for
15.
this fucking thing,
Yeah.
like this tiny little go kart. You're serious? No.
Yeah. The average NA price is like 13 to 17. Australia.
Dude, that's so stupid.
I know it is. I agree.
God.
But that's what it is.
Well, anyways, I guess so. If you did go back into the E36 or E46, whatever, what would you do differently to the car to like better prepare yourself to actually like it, other than the reinforcements?
I think the biggest thing would be not ripping out the whole interior
Why?
because it felt like a bucket.
What?
Like it felt like a bucket of shit.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
Like I just didn't think it through. I was
Okay.
in that era of like, Self-tappers in the dash, who cares?
Ah,
Let me just mount
yeah.
this gauge with a self-tapper. Who cares? That was the error. And I hate myself for that, but
Yeah.
I did it. And
We've all been
I
there.
screwed so many holes into this dash. I wired it as a push button start with all the rocket switch gauges, like all the
No.
switches. Dude, I was chuffed when I pushed the button and it actually started. Holy, I was like,
Ain't
oh,
no fucking way.
I'm
Hell yeah.
I'm the god of electricity over here.
Hell no, not me. Wiring specialties, baby. I ain't doing that.
Yeah. So I think I just keep the interior in. I do, the same thing. Like I do buckets and a wheel. And I feel like you just got to focus on the styling of the car. Like you get a good drivetrain and focus on the styling. I hated the car because it looked crap. The
Yeah.
paint was terrible.
Yep.
The livery looked crap. Like the wheels were terrible. They're terrible. The wing. Oh my god, don't even get me started on the wing, bro. Oh.
Dude, the thickest accent just came out. What the fuck? Holy
Nah, that's
shit.
that's the Sydney accent. That's the Sydney. Yeah, it's the
I
Wog
go
accent.
through my layers.
Yeah. Well, I can pull that one out if you want me to, brother.
Oh no. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess okay, then what do you think about all of the other guys like LZ and Denofa and who else? Fucking Reader and all these I had to write people down because I forget who drives an E36, but like what do you think about all those cars and how like
I love them.
fucking
I think they look
insane
sick.
they work?
Dude, watching LZ steer his blue one, I think it's blue.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he just wrote it off.
Oh yeah, I guess the white one he wrote off.
Oh, really?
I think.
Anyway,
right? Why the white one's for the US?
watching him drive
know.
the blue one,
One of them.
sick.
Yeah,
As I
dude.
said, like I love them. The coupe with the M3 wing, sick.
Yeah.
Looks so cool. And that's kind of why I'm like, I'll do it again one day because I do like the way they look when they're well presented.
They have such good fitment.
They
too.
do, but and they have room in the wheel wells. Like I think they do because like it looks like some of their setups are pretty gnarly.
Dude, LZ was running a 315 on the back of that car at one point.
That's the other thing. Mine didn't have any suspension mods whatsoever. None.
Oh
Yeah. So I had like
you need 'em
no
on
angle.
those.
Yeah, so I'm like a beginner drifter with no angle at all.
Yeah. And
Terrible.
camber was atrocious in the rear, I'm sure.
I didn't even think it had a wheel alignment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you were fucked either way.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. So I was just fighting it.
Because don't those, I can't remember if this is correct, but when they squat, they toe out? Because the Z's, I'm pretty sure they toe in whenever they squat.
Yeah, well, you
I might be wrong on
you
that.
want them to toe in, but I don't know. I don't know what the
But I
VMs
think
do.
that's why
But
like LZ runs so much toe in
Yeah.
and shit.
when
because
when I was drifting the BMW, talk to me about toe and camber. I don't know.
beats me, bro. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
beats
drive,
me on-
whatever.
Exactly. I got like plus 4 minutes on the front out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but all their cars are wicked,
yeah.
and yeah, they're really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you sold that car though, right?
I
you
parted
actually
it.
Sold it. Oh.
I
okay.
fully parted it
Why did you like just finally come to terms with parting it out?
because oh man, so our most popular track, Queensland Raceway, got a new owner, right? So the person that's owned it for however many years sold it to a guy that has heaps of tracks around the world, and his vision for the track is something really prestigious and really V8 supercar-y, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna say hates drifters, but doesn't like drifters.
Right.
My first event where I thought, all right, I'm getting a ride at this. I can actually take corners pretty quick in my E36. They put up truck tire towers on every clipping point on the track. So probably like 4 truck tires stacked in a row on every point, every point of the track that you could go off and people do,
Yeah.
there's truck tires there. And they were stacked higher than the car.
That's not very smart.
Dude. So first lap of like we call it the Christmas bash. It's once a year. Yeah. It's once a year. Once a year we got the Christmas bash, and my first lap, I come around this corner at like 100 kilometers an hour. There's the truck tire. Drop a wheel, and it just writes my car off.
Oh,
like writes
dude.
it off. And so, long story short, I reshelled it. I put in all that effort and I reshelled it. And then I went to the first event after reshelling it, and it literally, I Luke Fink's track, Archerfield.
Yeah.
I took it there, and there's like no airflow there because it's so small. So you're just lapping, and it just overheated, and it hated its life, and I couldn't get. And dude, I'd done like a big rad, big fans. I'd done upgraded thermostat. I'd done water pump. I'd done everything to make this run cool, and it just decided it wanted to give up, and it just popped.
That's crazy.
So I reshelled it, and that happened, and I was like the car looked crap. Like it was maroon and blue and maroon and black, and
yeah, just stitched together basically.
I hated it. I literally was so over it that I parted it. The next day I parted it.
Damn.
So I drove home from the track, parked it. Next day I ripped every single part you could possibly rip out of that car out. And I sold it within like 5 days.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently the shell's still sitting at the guy's house that I dropped it off like 5 years ago.
Just hasn't been touched.
Yeah, it's still there. Because someone came up to me one time and was like, do you own a blue BMW? And I was like, yeah, like 5 years ago. I live down the road from this guy, and it's sitting in his yard with your sticker still on it.
No shit.
I was like, damn. I was like, is it still sitting out the front? Yup. Hasn't moved.
Dude, that would be a killer YouTube video.
Yeah, that would be
going to buy my old BMW for redemption.
Oh, it's rooted.
Dude. Oh, you talk about them
Get
spiders,
me.
bro.
You've
been dealing with those for a lifetime.
Oh, man. Yeah. No thanks.
Oh. Okay, so I guess you ended up back in a Miata after that, though, of course.
I did, yeah.
So, is that the Miata you still drive today?
Correct, yeah.
So that's the one that's gone through all the variations.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess you've always kind of kept up this more JDM inspired styling, or I guess just unique styling in general.
Yeah.
So what's kind of been more or less your influences on all of the styling of your cars?
It was always like, I love like all the Boss Zuku cars. And all the street races cars from like Midnight Club
Obnoxious,
and all that. Yeah, super. And then just growing up with all the video games and the wide bodies on the video games and the flame liveries you could put on in Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
I owe all my styling to that. Dude, flame liveries are lit. Flame liveries slap so hard.
You're sounding more like a Kyle.
Flame liveries suck.
Switched up real quick.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
the
care,
move,
man.
though. Flames, tribals, and
no,
ocean waves.
Flames.
Flames, tribals, and ocean waves are like the go-to liveries.
Ocean waves can out of here. Tribal, not unless you're Kiwi, and flames. Flames got a spot in my heart.
What would you consider mine? Is it like tribal looking, or is it what the fuck? It's just lines to me. Mine's flames.
I think so.
I don't know about it.
Dude, is your name Kyle?
My last name's Kula. Does that count?
Yeah.
Flames.
Yeah, I'd say that's where the styling came from. But like as I said before, it's all back to the RWB.
Yeah.
It's all back to that. That is my dream car, like forever.
So eventually, like one day, you're gonna have an RWB drift car. Probably that's That's the like fuck
be
you goal.
That is the fuck you goal.
Yeah.
Is drifting an RWB Porsche. Damn, why hasn't someone done that?
Ask Chelsea to know, but he'll probably do it next.
True. Dude, Chelsea's the man. How he won the LZ World Tour in that Mustang?
Yeah,
dude. That was wicked. I was sitting at home losing my mind.
That car fucks, dude.
Does
in person, that car is so sick.
Dude, I
love it.
It's just like, what, it kept upping the boost because it was just like, oh, dude.
It's a Ford EcoBoost, little piece of shit. Not a piece of shit, actually. They're great.
How he won that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Dude,
such a
dude's the
wheelman,
man.
dude.
Dude's the man. He can steer the shit out of a car.
Oh, yeah. Now he's in that damn Porsche. Crazy, man. I don't understand it. It's beyond my level of comprehension right now. It's too much. Okay. Well, I guess let's see. Did you already give a rundown on that car? Did we do that?
The Miata?
Yeah, like as it sits.
Nah, we're gonna do a quick one.
Okay, well, yeah, give me a rundown on like the way that car sits now as the current state.
So essentially, like the like overview of the car is like it's got the 200mm wide body with the fastback roof. It's got 15x10 equips on it. So I run like a 1510 equip on the back, and then I run a 15.8 or a 15.9 work CR01
really
on the front.
You still got pretty wide up front.
Yeah, because I needed the offset. I needed to fill the guard, especially with the camber that I have to run.
Damn, what size tire are you running up there?
A 205.
205.
So I run a 205
that's
15 in the front.
Is the stretch pretty crazy?
On the front?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, it's not too bad.
So yeah, it's a 205 on an 8 rim.
Okay.
And on the rear, I run a 195 on a 10. Insert clip of me with like 2 bead blasters, like bang! Oh, dude, sucks to get on. I like get I get my tires from the supplier, and then I put big like 12-inch blocks of wood in the tire, and it pre-stretches them, and you sit them out in the sun, and then you mount them like a month later.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so every track day I go to, I have like my tires with like full of big wooden blocks, pre-stretching them to like the 10-inch.
Wow, dude, fuck that.
You got to do it, otherwise they don't blast on.
Dude, even when I was into the stance stuff, I never like went that crazy with stretching and stuff.
Yeah,
that's too much.
That's
not.
I'm gonna agree.
It's cool as fuck. It's just too much for me to do. I'm like, that's way too much work to mount a tire.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. We've got this little crew. Well, not this little. We've got this crew back from where I'm from, and they're just all about wide machines and low down.
Oh, so okay. So you got the support with it.
So I'm really good friends with them. So I'm going, guys, what tire do I run? 195s. I'm like, all right. And I ordered them, and then I'm like, do I fit these? I'm walking around like tire shops, like, yeah, you guys got bead blasters? They're like, yeah, and I'm like, here you go, and they're like, nah.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Dude, I'd walk in and they'd all be like, that's illegal. And I'm like, oh, I know.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a drift car. That is, yeah. So anyway.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, sits on MCA, drift suspension, full destroyer die, upper, lower, middle, everything.
Yeah.
Control arms. And then, so it's got it's not a built motor, so it's a rebuilt motor, but it's not forged.
Mm-hmm.
So I run a really safe tune so that I can abuse the absolute crap out of it, because the Miata chassis, you push past 250, things start popping off.
Yeah.
So like even if I did forge it and I could hit the like 270 mark, I'd still start breaking so much stuff. Like, so I sit at like 220 now, and
still, for how small that car is, that's plenty of power to have fun.
Thing lives on limiter as well. Like between 4th gear and 3rd, loves it.
Fuck yeah,
loves it.
That's awesome, dude.
So yeah, turbo, and then just a bunch of random parts,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, sick.
Yeah.
Well, you were telling me before the podcast that because like we have Drift Indy and they get a little flack sometimes about only letting in very stylish cars, which if you
Yeah.
argue about that, you're a joke. Anyways, um,
Yeah.
so what was that event that you were talking about? Because
Yeah,
it seems even
so-
more strict than that.
Yeah. So I've
More
got an event
final bout
coming
level.
up. Is final bout like that?
Oh yeah, final
Um,
bouts, team, tandem,
yeah,
comps, and
yeah.
like you gotta they walk around the pits. So like for example, when you go to a drift event, you get teched.
Yep.
You get teched, but they also walk around the events and like rate and judge your parts on the car. They open the
Damn.
engine bay, like what JDM parts do you have on it?
That's
and, like,
crazy.
what type of body kit is it? Real? Is it fake? Is
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They nitpick everything
wi-
at final bout.
We've got a few really exclusive drift events in Australia, and every single one, if you have rep wheels, you're not welcome at the event. You'll get denied so
They flip
quickly.
me off so quick.
You ain't getting in.
Cost
so
any reps.
You can't run rep kits, you can't run rep wheels. Everything's got to be real. Like,
That's so funny.
I
dude.
know, right? It's
But like,
crazy.
I purely enjoy that. I love that that's a thing. In
I know,
drifting.
I do too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah. So this event in like a few months. Yes, 60 drivers and just huge fixation on having the cars styled well.
Mhm.
They just want this cool event with cool cars, good drivers, and they want the media to be like,
Yeah.
every photo you take
Pristine.
is like, damn.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly. It's like
Wow.
the videos we've been watching,
Yeah,
the
dude.
sleepy videos. Like, you
That's
just watch
all
that.
final bout.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Shout out Elator. You the man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. I wanted to
Yeah,
reiterate
yeah.
that because that's still
Have you ever
a thing
heard
out there.
of an event called Halfway Hangs?
Halfway. That sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, because I don't know how, but that is like one of the most famous events
Really?
in Australia. Yeah, it's like 4 hours from my house, and it is like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a really exclusive, like, sick event where you have to go through like applications to get in. But like everyone camps at this little beach holiday
Yeah.
campsite, and it's like goes for like 5 days. It's
Damn.
wicked cool.
That's cool as
Yeah,
fuck, dude.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's very cool. But I just want to know if you've heard about it, because most, like, surprisingly,
Yeah.
a lot of people I talk to about it are like I was in,
I couldn't tell you anything about it, but I've heard that name before.
dude, I was in Ebisu in April, and I was talking to these Polish guys, and they're like, man, I want to go to Halfway Hangs. And I was like,
You know what the fuck
What?
that is?
I was like, that's down the
funny.
road.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I guess let's see. Do you ever like see yourself driving any other car other than Miatas
Definitely.
or a BMW?
Definitely. I
And I guess the Porsche too. What would be?
as much as like I love my car, if I could get into what we call a 180 SX,
Right.
I would.
Now,
But
they've driven one.
yeah. But to be honest, I would actually go an S14 Kooky.
Mm.
I love those cars, dude. They look so angry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
they
get
just,
that.
like, you can style them so well with the big kit and like just pump the
Big
wheels
bricks
out.
guy. I love the brick front end.
They look amazing. So yeah, S14 would be like my next drift car.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Damn, they're cool. But dude, we're talking at least 30, 40 grand.
And yeah, a stupid amount of money
Yeah.
for a tin can
Yeah.
at most.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess let's see. What is your? I know you haven't really seen much of, I guess, the drift community in the U.S. But
I kind of have.
really, okay. So then
Yeah.
this is perfect then. Okay. So what is your opinion on the way the drift scene is and is ran, driving style, the people, basically just all together compared to Australia? Like, what's your gist of it? Your overall summary.
Okay, so I've been to one event, so I was like there the whole day, And from what I can tell, the drift scene community, whatever you want to call it over here, is far superior to
Really?
100%. So,
Superior how though?
well,
Like what?
like even just down to how many events you guys have. There's so much more
Okay,
support.
Yeah.
Like, so like our track, we have like a track and then we have like a skid pan, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can go on that track once a month for
Wow.
4 hours. Whereas like we have a Matsuri twice a year.
Okay.
These guys in Connecticut have one every month.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
two-day events where you camp at the track. What the?
Oh, that's majority of events now where you can just
That's what
camp
I'm
at the
talking
track,
about.
yeah.
Like, so the support you guys have, and because there's so many events, the community is just so much better because everyone knows
Oh.
each other so much more. There's more time to interact. There's more time to get to know each other. So it's good. Even the driving that I saw that day was harsh. Like,
Yeah.
everyone was like on each other. It was sick.
Yeah. Oh,
was
yeah.
very
Especially
cool.
up north. There's some really good drivers up north.
You guys get so much seat time. You guys are so much better drivers. Don't get me wrong. We've got wicked drivers back home. But like, the average driver here is way better than like the average driver in Australia.
True.
It's crazy.
Okay.
My buddies that I stayed with,
Hmm.
I knew they were like good, but they're freaking throwing each other lap after lap, and I'm like,
Bro, what the fuck?
I literally was like, what?
Like,
Like, seriously,
what?
like I couldn't door someone lap after lap.
Yeah.
Like wow, I
Hmm.
was impressed, but it shows. I get once every month or 2 months max.
Damn, that's
Ever since
sucks,
Archerfield's
dude.
gone, man, like
Yeah.
drifting in Australia is just.
Damn.
I think Luke's always over here.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
Man, I really wish I could have drove that track one day.
you should have. Archerfield was baller.
Oh, I'm sure.
Luke's just standing at the start line, knowing that I can't tandem for shit, and he's like, "Let's go!" He's
Get out there,
go. I'm like, "Damn, I got an NA Miata."
We're
they're
about to wing it.
Yeah, and there are like 12 dudes behind me, and I was like, "Damn,
Oh,
bro,
fuck, no.
hope I don't write my car off." But it was cool.
Ooh.
Like, I learned fast, so that was the best thing about that track is you're just in this high pressure cooker environment.
Mhm.
There's someone behind you, there's someone in front of you, and there's someone behind them and in front of them.
Yeah.
It's like you just got to go.
That's how mid pond
So
is.
good.
That's why I like that. It's just a hot lap. You just literally go around. There's no flagger.
Yeah.
You just literally you look, make sure there's not more than I think it's 6 or 7 cars on track,
Dude,
and then you can go out.
it's like Ebisu.
And it all links. Like
Yeah.
every bit of it links. You could just link it
Yep.
over and over
That's
and
cool.
over. It's kind of dangerous, but
Yeah.
just
Dude,
you'll waste money and tires and all
there's
sorts
like
of
not a
shit.
single marshal watching you go in and off track at Ebisu.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And you
It's a
enter.
playground, dude.
Yeah, you enter like right as people are coming over the hill. Like that main entry at North Court. That's where you enter.
Yeah. Yeah, just blind hill. Yeah.
Damn. Crazy.
Scary.
Crazy.
Gotta drive there too one day.
You
But
do.
We'll get there.
But in short,
Go do some fucking Japan podcast.
yeah.
Get a translator and shit. How
Yeah.
cool would that be?
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Hey.
Fuck, wonder what I just said. But in short, the American drift scenes, what I've seen of it is really rad.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we left a good impression, at least.
Makes me want to come back more.
Do you ever see
Nice.
yourself moving here to the U.S. or you pretty you cool with Australia?
I always back home am
Mhm.
like, Australia is the best place on earth. And then I come here and see like the drift scene and I'm like, dang, life
Yeah.
would be good. Like the amount of driving I could do here. It's the same with Japan. The amount of driving
Yeah.
you can do at Japan is
True.
outrageous. But I don't know if I could ever leave Australia like
Yeah.
permanently.
That'd
Yeah.
be hard.
It
I
would
think
be.
about that. I watch a lot of travel stuff on YouTube and just like my personal time. So like I'm always curious what other people would do and how they like see their country and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's very unique to think about. But
So much to complain about, but there's so much to be.
right,
Thankful
right.
about.
It's gonna be everywhere, of course.
Yeah.
So. Pick your your poison's where you want it.
Exactly.
I guess, but okay. Well, I guess since you're like a Miata guy, true and true. If you could build the absolute best Miata seat time car with the knowledge you have now off of parts from Injuku, what style Miata or what generation Miata would it be, and what parts would you throw on it to make it the best seat time?
I feel like it would definitely be an NB just because of how much better they're put together than the NAs. Am I working on a budget?
Nah,
No.
whatever budget.
Pretty much just a bucket seat. So I'd just do one bucket seat, a harness, a steering wheel, and then I'd just like budget boost it.
Okay.
Weld
Yeah.
the diff. Like you like really don't even need rims and tires. I mean, but like the dream would be coilovers, wheels and tires, boost it, bucket seat, and steering wheel.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, you can style the hell
Sounds
out
like
of
a
it in
simple
million
ass
different
car.
ways. That'd be a good car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a buddy James that has a boosted Miata. A couple people have a boosted Miata around here, and dude, every single one of them they rip in those fucking cars.
Yeah.
So like, it seems like a very like good little setup that's pretty proven. I guess
They do rip, but if you talk to anyone that actually drives them well, the number one complaint is like, we're never the car that's running away from people. We're
True.
always the car
Yeah.
catching up, which
Yeah.
sucks.
Yep.
It sucks.
Good old Miata life, baby.
When have you ever heard someone say, dude, that Miata was way too fast for me. I just couldn't catch it. Nah.
Don't think ever, actually.
So, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. James was that one. His car was, I don't know what it was, but that car was fast as fuck.
Some people just run real gripped up setups and then they can just run off. But
Yeah. Shout out
Yep.
James. He's
Shout out
got
to James.
dreads down to his ass and shit.
Damn.
Like he's that type of guy.
I always
Cool as
wondered
fuck.
what I look like with dreads.
Same. When I had long hair, I would give myself a dread every
Yeah,
once in
yeah.
a while, just take it out real quick. But okay, well, let's get your absolute best piece of advice for just anyone getting into drifting.
My best piece of advice for anyone looking to get into drifting would probably be go to the track and see what drifting is. Experience drifting, go for a ride along.
Mm-hmm.
See what it's all about before you decide to get into such a big thing.
Yeah.
Decide whether the commitment level, decide whether you can commit to it because it's so expensive,
Right.
but it's so addicting once you get into it. So I'd say before you go buy a car and you do that, just go to an event and make sure it's what you want to do.
I feel like you'll know. You'll
Yeah.
know pretty quickly. It's
100%.
For almost all of us, it was the first time I rode in a car, I was like, yep,
Yeah.
this
Yep.
is exactly what I need
Yeah.
to do.
Go for a passenger lap, see what it's like. If it's the best thing in the world, then welcome to the addiction. Go buy a car, and instead of worrying about how many mods you can do to it, worry about how much seat time you can get in the
How
car.
many tires you can kill
Yep.
instead of how much
Yep. Because
parts.
I just worried about what upgrades can I do. You need to be worrying about how many events there are
Oh, yeah.
and how much seat time
Yeah.
you can get, because seat time's king.
True. That's absolutely true. And now I know you said you don't really have much, I guess, experience with a sim or anything, but would you still like vouch for one being a good tool to get into drifting, but without actually like getting into it and being risky?
I think sims are definitely a good tool, and the reason I would testify that is because I've got buddies that they started sim.
Yeah.
They're better drivers than me.
Yep.
So yeah, totally.
That's literally the same exact reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm like, yeah, I guess sims are fucking great.
Exactly.
Other
Yeah.
than that, they suck for me. I hate
Yep.
them.
Yep.
So, all right, well, cool. If you had the opportunity to speak to the entire world, what would your one message be?
That's not a knife.
Mic drop.
That's a spoon. Oh, damn. Not sure if you got that Simpsons reference, but
I did. Yeah.
yeah. Did you actually get that?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Damn.
It took me a second before
Wow.
it clicked, but
Not many people would know that.
yeah.
My
Simpsons were
one
shit.
message to the world.
Mhm.
Brother, I don't even know what message I should tell myself. The world?
Like I said, I watch a lot of travel podcasts, and he asks that question to people all the time, and every single time it stumps him. And I'm like, dude, that's so good.
Yeah, I'm stumped. What would your message be?
Just be a good person. Like
Be
stop-
kind.
Yeah.
Be kind.
I mean, there's obviously a lot that I could go into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't go to college. It's a scam.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My one message to the world would be
Still hard.
You thought I had something,
no
right?
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh. I was gonna say something real like
Brochure.
No, I was gonna say something like, you have no idea what anyone else is fighting, and you
True.
you have no idea what anyone else is going through. So always be kind, because they could be fighting battles that you have no idea how to even fathom.
Very true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's my message.
Yeah, some sick and twisted stories out there.
Yeah.
So be nice, be kind. Love
Be
that.
kind.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I know you didn't specifically come here for this podcast, but I appreciate you traveling and
It was
making
good.
the trip
Yeah,
To
I
come.
enjoyed it.
to Tennessee on your venture across country.
Tennessee.
Good old
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Then I.
Yeah,
Yeah, brother.
the oldest book in the joke.
The
Damn,
what?
bro. This is too long
The
of a
oldest
conversation.
book in the joke.
Dude, clip. Oh my God. Josh clipped that one for me. Even if that's just a personal one,
Josh
I'm going
done
to keep that
clipped that
forever.
one.
That is funny as shit.
Oh,
That was so good. Okay. I know you're dying laughing in your chair right now, too.
damn. He's probably watching.
He's going to send me a video of that while he's
Yeah,
editing
yeah.
it. And he's going to be, I fucking lost my shit. Okay. But yeah, seriously. Really appreciate you coming.
No worries, man.
This was a great episode.
Hell yeah.
Very unique angle, too.
Yeah.
Not very many Miata guys come on, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll see if it boosts your views or declines
really tanks
them.
it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Fuck,
get the extra female audience I'm looking for. Look
maybe
at
the
that.
hairdressers will come out.
Oh, it's so awesome. All right, well, if you want, give a shout out to your channel, your
Yeah.
sponsors.
Pretty
people,
much,
anybody?
yeah. Go follow it on pretty much every platform. Just at Built by Kyle, you'll find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and huge shout out to my wife, because I seriously, I wouldn't even be here sitting in this couch if it wasn't for her. So
Yeah.
huge shout out.
Yeah, it's actually, you've been gone for what, a week and a half?
Yeah,
So
dude, she's been
Yeah.
holding down the fort.
it's not that easy to just swing.
100%. She's been, I'm here doing stuff. She's at the home that.
Taking care of the important shit.
Yep.
Hell
That's
yeah,
it.
dude. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, really appreciate it. This has been good. Of course, look below the video. Make sure that subscribe button is pressed.
You gotta hit it.
If
It's
you're
free.
still sitting here, you damn sure should be pressing it.
Dude, I don't know why people don't subscribe more. It's
Yeah.
free. Just do it.
Free content every week.
Like
That-
we're doing this.
Name
for you.
another creator that gives you this long of free content in the drift scene.
Yep.
Every week.
There is
I'll
one.
wait.
You can't. Yep.
So, okay, not to brag either. That sounded very cocky after I said that. I'm so sorry.
I love it.
But yeah, anyways, if you even are still here, I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Links to everything are always in the description. And grab some
Hell
merch.
yeah.
If you see me at an event, come say hi. Never be too scared to do that. But other than that, I will see you each and every Sunday for a brand new episode. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Peace.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause I believe it. Oh, Hey.